Hi, Gemini. What's up? This is Tarot Me Please coming at you for a general reading for all my Geminis out there for the week of March 13th, 2023. How you been, all my Geminis out there? You been good? You been behaving yourselves? Yeah, right. No, I'm just kidding. It's not necessarily a good thing if you've been behaving yourself. I mean, some Geminis would say that's boring. But hey, it's different for everybody, right? Okay, Gemini, let's lay down your cards. Stop my rambling. Because if you let me ramble, I will. Okay, Gemini. Gemini, I sincerely hope you're having a nice weekend. What's left of it. And I hope that when you watch this video, you're calm, you're cool, you're peaceful and pensive and wistful, and you get a chance to kind of take a load off of your busy life and reflect on it. Reflect on your life's path towards your soul's purpose, towards your soul's higher good, right? I have my allergies are acting up, so if you hear me sniffling here and there, pardon me. But that's a fact of life, right? Spring comes and the pollen starts flowing. Hey, I want the energies to flow. I don't want the pollen to flow. Okay? All right. Anyhow, let's now take a look at your energy for this week, Gemini. What is your energy? Ooh. Okay, so that is a major arcana card. It's major energy. That's either a helicopter or a plane. I don't know. You know, if I hear on the news that there's like some kind of pursuit, like car pursuit, then I'll know it's a helicopter. Ugh. I'm debating whether or not I should close that window. If I close that window, I'm not going to have any air. Okay, I'm going to close that window. It's going to be way too loud. I can tell. Maybe somebody is like loose. A criminal is loose in my neighborhood and they're looking for him. Anyhow, so your energy is the tower. You're having a tower moment as we speak. Something's happening in your life that is turbulent, major change, fast change. May not feel that great, but it's necessary. The tower talks about, like I said, fast change. Talks about your destination, trauma, unexpected, loss, tragedy, disaster, confusion, pain, chaos. See, the tower gets a bum rap, and I get it. It's not pleasant, whatever you're going through, but just remember that the reason you're going through it is for your higher good. It's for you to learn something. Maybe you got too comfortable in a certain job or in a certain relationship and you weren't meant to be there forever, and the universe is shaking you up, and kind of putting you on the right path towards your soul's higher good. You're meant to learn a lesson from it. Unfortunately, the way that we learn important lessons is frequently through adversity, and trying to, overcome obstacles and things like that. So you're having a tower moment. Yeah. Let me see what the energy is that's crossing you. The sun. That's weird. The sun is like, one of the most happy, positive cards of the tarot, but it's being crossed by the tower, or the tower is being crossed by the sun, however you want to look at it. The sun talks about happiness and truth and success and, optimism and confidence and truth and vitality. It's like good stuff. But why is it being crossed with the tower is what I'm wondering. Maybe Gemini, you can enlighten me. What is it that you're going through right now that has to do with the sun, happiness and truth and success? But then there's an unraveling of your current situation. What is it you're going through? If any of this reading resonates with you, and you have a little bit of time, can you leave a comment for this video and clarify what is it that you're going through and how these two cards ring true? I'd like to know. Well, I'm curious, aren't I? Let's go on. Let's go to the recent past. Okay, so you have recently been disappointed. You've been feeling some kind of loss or regret. That's the Five of Cups, which talks about being disappointed at your situation. The Five of Cups talks about bereavement, perhaps, mourning, discontent. So, what is it that you're mourning, or what is it that you're disappointed about, Gemini? The universe is trying to tell you that, okay, you're mourning, you're disappointed because these three cups have spilt. But the universe wants to remind you that you do have two upright cups that are still good. And in all honesty, these three spilt cups, they weren't all filled with good wine. One of them was filled with, something that's not so good, with this green stuff, So everything that didn't go right, or everything that, didn't go your way, not all of it was great to begin with. And the universe is telling you, take these two upright cups that you still have, that are still worth something, and cross that bridge and just go on with your life. Go on to a different situation, a different setting. Don't dwell on these three spilled cups, is what the universe is telling you with that card. Easy for me to say, right? I'm not going through what you're going through, but I'm just telling you what the universe is trying to say with that card. So, what's in your immediate future, Gemini? You're gonna be either meeting a Scorpio, or a Scorpio is gonna be playing an important part in your life, in this aspect of your life, because the Death card is Scorpio energy. Either that, or there's going to be a big transformation. The Death card doesn't necessarily mean death. It could, but most of the time, the Death card means like a big transformation. So what one part of your life goes away and then another one comes in to replace it, or, a big transformation. So it might be a transformation of your single life to your married life, a transformation from one home to another, whatever, one country to another, a big transformation. So, or it could be both. In your immediate future, you might have a Scorpio playing a big role, and you might be going through a big change in your life. And I'm wondering if that big transformation has anything to do with this tower moment. The universe shaking you up and ejecting you out of this tower that wasn't meant to be forever anyway. And the big transformation comes after you've been ejected out of this tower. Something new is going to be starting after something old dies, basically. Let's look at your conscious field. What are you consciously aware of, Gemini? Okay, you're going to be thinking about rest and recuperating and recharging your batteries, basically. That's the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords talks about recovery. Okay, and I don't blame you, because if you're going through a traumatic moment right now with this Tower card, then of course you're going to be wanting some rest and some recovery after going through this trauma. Four of Swords talks about rest and recovery after a great battle, where, you, the soldier here in the picture, is quite tired, quite beaten up, and can't go back into battle. He has to rest for a good while. So that's what your mind is going to be on, getting some rest, because this Tower moment is throwing you for a loop, isn't it? It's kicking your butt, isn't it? Gemini, let's go on. What is the energy that is influencing you and you may not be aware of it? What's in your unconscious right now? The Wheel of Fortune. Wow. Okay, I see these two cards and I'm thinking, oof, this is the major turning point in your life, Gemini, because you got this major arcana card, you got this major arcana card, you got this one, you got this one. When a lot of major arcana cards show up in a person's spread, it's like a big turning point in your life. It's like your soul's purpose. It's like your life path being activated. And in your unconscious field is the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune talks about a turning point in your life. It talks about destiny. It talks about good luck and decisive moments. It talks about fate. So yeah, we're talking about the major moments in your life, major turning points in your life. Yeah, and it all makes sense. The only thing I don't know is, what is it? What is the major turning point? Is it like you finishing school, starting a new career, a new relationship? You're moving from one place to a totally different. What is it? What is the turning point? I'd like to know. I could ask a million questions, but you, Gemini, you know what's going on, right? Let's look at your hopes and fears in this big transformation of your life. Okay. This card here, the Ten of Wands, I was going to say if it's a hope or a fear, or maybe two sides of the same coin here. The Ten of Wands, see, that's you. That's you, Gemini. And that's you being hard at work and feeling a sense of responsibility, maybe feeling a bit exhausted and stressed out and burdened by this responsibility. Yeah, I'm thinking it's more of like a fear than a hope in this field here. That, you're just going to be so burdened and stressed out and tired that it's just going to be overwhelming. That's what you're fearing. So I'm still going to ask, what is it? What is it that's transforming in your life that you're fearing will be like stressed out and overwhelming you? I'm really curious. Okay, what is your attitude going to be going into this whole transformation thing? How are you going to be influencing your final outcome, Gemini? Okay. You're going to be working hard. See, I'm thinking this might be a work reading. I'm thinking it might be a work reading. So your influence, you're working hard. You've been sowing the seeds and waiting for the harvest, waiting for the results of all your hard work. This is the Seven of Pentacles. So you're dare I say, maybe a little bit impatient to get the rewards and to see the profits of all your work. So, what is it? Are you going into business for yourself? Are you starting up a business for yourself? Um, when a person starts up their own business, it's stressful, it's overwhelming, it's a lot of work. Yeah, I'm thinking like if it's something having to do with, profit and seeing the rewards of your work, thinking it's something having to do with your profession, your work. Um, and obviously your work is going to generate profit, or small business is going to generate profit. And, this card here, success. You're hoping for success. Hmm. And this transformation here, like, are you going from being an employee to being an employer where, you're going to be the boss or something like that? Hmm. Okay. Let's now go on to the external influence. Now, this is going to be your influence. You're going to be working hard and sowing the seeds to building up something and waiting for the profits, the results. But what is the external influence going to be? Something that's out of your control, Gemini. The Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is news coming in. A Page of Wands is very young, fresh energy. The Page of Wands, if the Page of Wands could talk, then, it would say that energy and fresh ideas are coming in to you. Um, this Page of Wands is all into the discovery and, the fearless energy of creation. This could very well be a person in your life, a very young person in your life, a very creative person in your life. Can you think of somebody like that? Um, and most likely of a fire element. So we're talking about an Aries or a Leo or a Sagittarius. So do an inventory of your business partners or your coworkers or your people close to you. Do you have anybody who's a Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo who's very creative, who's going to have a say or an impact on this work business thing situation? Okay. Um, Having said all that, let's now flip your final outcome card, Gemini. There's going to be an ending to something. It's going to be a sad ending, but it's going to be an ending. You know how here you were like um, fearful of the stress and the burden that comes with all this responsibility. Well, this one, another 10 cards, says that it's going to end. It's not going to be a happy ending, but it's going to be an ending nevertheless. A definite ending. So, yeah. So if this isn't a big transformation, then it's a Scorpio having something to do with this situation of yours, Gemini. Okay? That's what I got for you. I hope this reading resonated with you. Like I said at the beginning of the reading, if it did resonate with you, I'd be very curious to know what the situation is. Is it in fact you starting your own business? Is it something that's stressful and whatever? I don't know. Okay, I'm just curious. But anyway, that's what I have for you. Hope you enjoyed this reading. I will talk to you soon. See you later. Take care. Bye.